deal with the injuries, whatnot. I guess what was your kind of takeaway from the effort on both ends before?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the turnovers and the second chance points in the first half did us in, and they have great physicality. We knew that coming in. We knew they were going to pressure us, and we just let them dictate where we went, I thought, in the offensive end, and that led to too many turnovers, which got them out in transition. We made a great run with actually a lot of reserves in the game, and got back, took a nice lead, and then they dominated the rest of the half on us and hit shots, got comfortable, but a lot of that was off turnovers. They came down, I think, how many off turnovers? And that led by the end of that first half. I mean, that's what it was. It was points off turnovers, and it was second chance points. And you can't allow that to happen. You got to value every possession. You got to take care of it. Proud of those guys off the bench that came in there and gave us a nice lift, but we just couldn't sustain it. And they take a big lead with momentum going into halftime. Made the one little run there at the end, but overall they were the aggressive team tonight, and that can't happen.
What did you see them do well on Derek? I think he was only had 3 points until the end there.
Yeah, they made it tough on Derek. Derek made some had some uncharacteristic turnovers in there. And listen, when the ball's in Derek's hands, he's shown time and time again that he makes good decisions and good things happen. Tonight was not one of those days for whatever reason. And, give Northwestern credit for coming out there and making it difficult. Nicholson's big. He did a good job walling him up. And, Derek just couldn't get in any type of rhythm tonight, unfortunately for us. Obviously he's a huge part of what we do and within our system and getting the ball on the top of the floor and making plays. But we just, again, had some uncharacteristic turnovers, and that led to easy baskets for their team.
Is there anything portable about the defense you ran toward the end of the game? Like, is that something you can carry over and become your identity, minus Bandamel and Gary, or no?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to, Sam. We're going to have to change things up, and went to a little three-quarter court press. And they had some shots, but they were different shots than what they were getting in their man, and that led to some missed shots and gave us an opportunity to get out of the zone where they're not quite as matched up. Unfortunately, we had a few possessions where we could have cut it maybe to single digits. We didn't block out, and we let Audige get to the basket on a cut. We just started putting that in yesterday, and we obviously need to fine-tune it and work on it. But to have a change-up with our group right now, the way we are with key injuries, especially to some really defensive-minded guys, we're going to have to change things up and try to buy some possessions. Yeah, I thought Jamarcus was good. He didn't back down at all. He didn't show any fear out there. He was really down after the Penn State game, a lot of that because of the free throws. But I thought he bounced back with great effort and preparation and went out defending one of the top guards in this league in Boo Buie and did a solid job on him. And then it was good to see him. 4 threes for a freshman in this league against that defense is pretty darn impressive. You look at some of the other bench guys. I thought Sam gave us a nice lift. He was a plus 11 out there on the floor. And again, first meaningful minutes, you go out there and you play hard, and, some good things can happen. So, we'll need to bounce back. We can't let this affect our preparation. We're going to see a defense on Saturday that we haven't seen all year, and we have to have 2 really good days of prep. We can't let this one have a hangover tomorrow in practice. Got to get back to work and get some things fixed. It looks like Maryland beat Wisconsin pretty good tonight. They're playing really good basketball right now. So can't let what happened tonight affect the next one. We got a really tough road trip coming up.
Griesel was down. He said that the energy was not good right from the beginning of the game. Do you agree with that, or is he just being hard on himself?
Well, listen. The thing that bothers you is when you miss the loose balls, and we were. Biggest thing, we always want to get in the floor first when you have the opportunity, that first loose ball to set the tone for that 50-50 battle. And I thought Northwestern got the first 2. And, that kind of, again, gets a team going. When you dive on the floor, gets your guys going. We had a guy dive out of bounds, and, nobody went over and helped him up. That bothers me when those types of things happen. So, we have to be the harder playing team every time we step on the floor with where we are right now. Our margin's too thin. And again, our guys for the most part this year have done a good job of that. They have been the harder playing team most nights that we've stepped on the floor. Tonight, and again, give Northwestern credit. They're playing really good basketball. That's a confident basketball team right now. And we got to find a way to get our identity back somehow, some way, without some really key players on the floor. And, I am confident we'll bounce back. We've done a good job. We've been resilient all year. And, again, it starts with preparation tomorrow. And got to get back in the gym, get back to work, and find a way to put this behind us and not let it happen again.
Coach mentioned Walker's shot.
Plus 11 off the bench. Plus 11 with 6 points off the bench. So talk about the impact he provided. I know Coach Collins had said you guys had kind of known each other from New Trier and Hinsdale Central. So talk a little bit about that, but also what he provided.
Yeah. Chris's son and our twins, they used to play in some of the same AAU events together. And, Chris's dad, Doug, was in Chicago when I was there. And, we'd see each other a lot on the road and, got to know their family very well. And I'm happy for Chris. He's doing a really good job right now. And, that team's going to be up there. They're at the top of the standings right now. But listen, everybody's got to be ready to play. We talked about that after the last game when Emmanuel went down. And everybody's got to be ready to go and have a positive impact on the game. I thought Sam, again, for his first meaningful minutes, I plan to just put him out there for a couple, get Sam Griesel a little blow and get him back in. But, our team went on a nice run. You always look back and say, should you let that group go a little longer? But, I thought put the starters back in after the bench got us the lead back and hopefully carry that over and that momentum and go into the half. But it didn't happen. So, I'm really confident in our guys. I'm going to stay confident in our guys. I love this group of players. I've said all along it's one of the more fun groups I've had to coach, and they're going to bounce back tomorrow, and we'll have a good practice and get ready for Maryland.
Walker and Griesel combined for 11 shots. Marcus had 9. Do you think you have to push them to be more selfish, just given the state of your roster right now?
Yeah, again, when they double teamed, us on the block. That bothered us some. We got I think a couple baskets on him, but really it was turnovers. And, Derek, obviously we put the ball in his hands to make plays, and he's been great all season long. So I know he's going to bounce back. And Sam, they did a good job on him in the post as well. So, yeah, but they're going to have to carry the load for us on the offensive end. Casey obviously had it going. He scored, I think, 12, maybe our first 12 points of the game. And, we're going to have guys step up all across the board. And, again, I know this hurt. It hurt our guys. It hurt everybody in our program. And we're going to have to bounce back tomorrow and get ready to go play a really good team.
You mentioned Casey. How do you keep him going offensively?
Yeah, just got to, when he's got it going like that, got to keep feeding him. And the way they guarded him, they were chasing him, trying to run him off the three. And Casey did a great job getting to the basket and getting some shots there, loosened up a little bit. And then he got hot from the three, hitting a few shots. But, listen, we shoot 47% tonight and, made 9 threes. That's pretty darn good for us. And you get beat by 16. So, obviously offense I didn't think was the problem tonight. The turnovers were, but it was more the toughness plays, and we got to find a way to compete on that other end. Thanks, guys.